Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Hi everyone! Today I will be spilling the tea all about the one and only James Charles and how his past scandals in the beauty community exemplify the effects of cancel culture and social media today and how they affect others involved in the scandal. Cancel culture is when someone exposes another's actions or words from the past or present by boycotting them. Users typically cancel someone by posting evidence, or in other words, receipts of what they have done. Cancel culture is commonly used in today's society, from celebrities to politicians. James Charles states in his No More Lies YouTube video that
Joining in on bandwagon hate and cancel culture is incredibly toxic, and it's very concerning to me that as a society we're becoming okay with guilty until proven innocent instead of the other way around.
Also, in that same video, James Charles talks about what it felt like to have millions of people attacking him at the same time.
I don't think any human being ever is prepared mentally or physically to deal with the pain and anxiety of what it feels like to have millions and millions of people attacking you at one time.
Even though cancel culture can be extremely harmful, it can also be used positively by bringing awareness to social issues in today's society, such as racism and sexism. James Charles, a world-famous beauty influencer, started his career back in 2015 on YouTube. His rise to fame was very fast, with becoming the first ever male ambassador for the brand CoverGirl. Katie Lane, a journalist for the classic and award-winning magazine Time magazine, states CoverGirl made history with the appointment of 17-year-old James Charles as its newest spokesmodel, or shall we say cover boy, to work with brand ambassador Katy Perry. With a never-been-seen-before CoverGirl advertisement, Charles's platform grew even more. According to socialblade.com, James Charles has a YouTube following of 23.8 million followers. That is just one of his many high-following social media platforms. He also has a very high following on Instagram and TikTok. Two years after the release of James Charles' appearance with CoverGirl, he created his own eye makeup palette and brush set with Morphe Cosmetics. According to the website WWD, Allison Collins wrote in her article in 2019 that Charles's palette was the best-selling Morphe product this year. The palette's name was James Charles X Morphe, and this palette had 35 vibrant and neutral colors to be in a staple in someone's makeup collection. The palette was a great hit and was sold out everywhere extremely fast. But a few months later, Charles was in the worst scandal he had ever been in, with Tati Westbrook, making ex-fans ruin the palette. These fans would destroy the palette and post them on social media out of protest of James Charles. Insider, an American online pop culture media company, writes that one person on Twitter transformed their palette to show their support of Tati Westbrook. They first covered the James Charles logo with a piece of duct tape and then used a Sharpie marker to write "Stan Tati Westbrook." Destroying Charles's palette became a trending topic on multiple social media platforms, including TikTok and Instagram. The palette was destroyed in many creative ways, such as making paints with the eyeshadows or simply burning it out of anger. Tati and James once had a beautiful relationship, but it sadly did not last and came to an end in a horrible way. Public. Charles has made many connections to others in the beauty community, such as Tati Westbrook. Tati Westbrook, a well-renowned YouTube star who was a big part of Charles's rise to fame, helped Charles on his way by giving advice and connections to big names such as Jeffree Star. Tati and Charles were so close that he called her his mother. Their relationship was healthy, but came to a dramatic close in 2019. Tati was the first to show the world another side of James Charles through a 41-minute YouTube video titled "Bye Sister." In this video, Tati explains how Charles is not a good friend or a person multiple times. Here are some points that she made in that video.
I feel when you put aspects of your life out online that at some point you are going to have to address them if you make a radical shift. In detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim.
A few days after Tati's viral video, Bye Sister, was out, James posted his side of the story, No More Lies, to YouTube, explaining what really happened. In this video, James Charles points out the lies that were in Tati's video with tons of supporting evidence, also known as receipts. Here's a clip from No More Lies of James reading a text message from Jeffree Star.
I went to check my phone and noticed that Jeffree had texted me a few minutes prior, and I opened my phone to this. Grayson is going on camera shortly to finally tell the world how you tried to molest him and touch him in his sleep and made him uncomfortable for months, you sick motherfucker. Next, Zach will be going on camera to tell how twisted and sick you were, trying to get him to like you and then make him feel bad when he didn't want to send you photos back. Then Sam from Seattle will be joining me and Cameron to talk about you trapping him in his hotel room. You need to be locked in prison for a very long time. You need the internet taken away from you. You are a danger to society.
Charles then talks about how he was in an extremely dark and scary place for a while during this scandal. But in the last few minutes of this video, he talks about this experience and how it has given him some positive and negative effects.
Right now, I have a lot of positive changes that I want to work on in my life. First and foremost, I really want to focus more on spending time in person with the people that I love and care about the absolute most. And I also have a lot of work to do in terms of getting my mental health back to where but I want to get back to it so badly. And I want to get back to my original goal when I have no motivation other than just creating original content.
Some of the lasting effects that Charles experienced was loss of fans, friends, and sponsorships. He also has to now deal with the thoughts and memories of this embarrassing personal life problems that have been exploited on the internet from this scandal. Charles was not the only one who experienced the negatives and positives of this situation. The people Charles harassed during the time of this event did not get much justice served. Charles never faced any charges, but he did apologize to them. Here is a clip from James Charles's No More Lies YouTube video of him apologizing.
I do take full responsibility for sending these messages, and this situation has definitely taught me that sending messages that are so forward and direct like this are unacceptable, and I no longer will do that moving forward.
Throughout this video, we have covered how Tati and James's drama clearly exemplify cancel culture and social media today. We also see the effects cancel culture has on everyone involved in the situation. To conclude, cancel culture is not an effective way to bring light to problems, due to the effects it has on others' mental health, career, and friendships.